Look, let me tell y'all how being cheap, you will pay twice. Look, when I was broke, poor, and struggling, I remember I had put a set of tires on my wife's vehicle at the time, right? She had needed some tires. Man, I just seen some sod on the back of a guy's truck, and I got a client that needed a few pieces of sod. Should have asked him where he got that from. I'm gonna look into it Monday. I ain't about to worry about it right now. I got stuff to do. I remember anyway, my wife needed a set of tires. And I had went to Walmart and bought these tires. It was like $60 a piece. It was on sale. And I forgot the brand. I was like, yeah. So I was like, man, I bought them. I bought the tires, put them on the vehicle. And I say about 6 months later, my wife was like, look, this truck is shaking. I'm like, shaking? What is she talking about now? I was at work and she texted me. Now you gotta keep in mind, I'm at work. I ain't got no doggone money. I'm broke. I'm struggling. And she texts me the truck shaking. I'm saying to myself, I can't even afford to put in the shop. What she mean the truck's shaking? So I get in the truck and sure enough, when you pull out from a light, it's like a washing machine until you start riding. So I say, man, one day we had made it to the house. I wasn't worried about it. I was like, man, it is what it is. I ain't got no money. I remember getting to the house one time, and the way I parked, you seen the tire. It was like, I seen the tire. It was crooked like that. And I looked, I said, man, it's a big knot in this tire. So, and I remember a guy told me, he said, yeah, he said, yeah, you got Walmart tires on there. They cheap. They're going to always do that. I said, so man, Walmart tires ain't good tires? They said, no, man, cheap tires. So you can go back with your warranty and get another cheap Walmart tire. You're going to be in the same predicament. So I remember breaking down, spending the money, and getting a real set of tires. And when I got them real set of tires put on that, boy, them things lasted forever. Them new sets, you rotate, boy, them tires lasted forever. I don't even remember the brand I put on there, but they last forever. Well, anyway, it's expensive to be broke. It is expensive to be broke because you try and find the best deal you can find because you're broke and you're poor. You can't afford to go buy Michelin tire. Well, Michelin ain't the best. You understand what I'm saying? You can't afford to get the Michelins or the Goodyears. So you got to get the doggone road ready tires. Man, listen. Being broke, being poor, that benefits nobody. That don't even benefit yourself. It sure doesn't benefit your kid. I was just talking to a guy where I bought the tires. He was telling me how him and his family take a vacation every year. He said, man, no point in having kids. Maybe you can't take a vacation every year. Now, he's a business owner. He owns his own business. And I'm thinking to myself, he don't understand it. Do he understand the economy he's in? But he don't, because he understands the economy he's in, but he don't feel it. He don't feel the economy. He don't feel people are struggling to buy groceries. He don't feel people are struggling just to keep their bills paid. He doesn't feel it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel it either. But the reality is, he found a way to make an income. He started a business. He has an income, and he have employees. So therefore, and I asked him, man, you gonna retire? He said, man, I got 6 employees. I ain't doing nothing. I just show up and open up the shop. And he's right. He got one employee who's like the manager, and he run the show from Monday to Friday. And he give them, they close on Sundays, and he get that guy Saturday off. He said if he need Friday off, I give him that. But he's here 4 days a week, sometime 5. He said, I just come up here on the weekend and run the shop. He said, it ain't nothing, it's easy. He said, we just doing tire work, which it is. And then I asked him, I said, well, man, how did you start your business? And he gave me the rundown. He gave me the rundown how he was a kid, on what he started doing, and how he built the business. I said, wow, man, that's awesome. Like, just, it blows my mind how people start their business and then in turn become successful in their business. And I still, man, when I get time, I still want to reboot my podcast and interview business owners. Like for the guy who think it's not possible, man, it's possible. You don't have to be stuck at a dead-end job. A job, there's nothing wrong with a job. Like, I'm going to get a job next week. There's nothing wrong with a job, but don't let that be the end. Don't let that be the end. Anyway, I got